How a broken heart can supersize your business, but I don't recommend it. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom, our expression, our spiritual well-being, or our spiritual related idiom for this month for Supersize Your Business is broken heart. Now, this is one of those biblical references of the pain of a broken heart, and it dates back to 1050 BC. It comes from a Sumerian proverb, and it's been around for a really long time. It means to be overwhelmed or super sad about something, or overwhelmed by grief, or some kind of a setback that happens in our life and in our businesses. And all of us know that growing a business results in setbacks. I personally experienced literally something called broken heart syndrome in 2010, and I had a sudden cardiac arrest, which is also known as broken heart syndrome. And in one of my businesses, in front of the bathroom in one of my businesses, down I went and had a literal death experience. Was in a coma for a week, frozen, and all those things. And following that event, I needed to reevaluate my life, what I was doing in different areas and aspects of my life, but in particular, the businesses and the way I was living my life and making a living to live that life. So broken heart syndrome, or a broken heart, can result from too much stress. So my biggest warning today, and I don't recommend it, is stress can and will kill you if you don't pay attention to it. So how do we go about building and growing and supersizing our business without letting the stress and the challenges associated with running a business literally kill us? Well, there's several ways we can do that. Number one, have outlets for things that stress us out. And it's different for each and every one of us, right? The things that used to stress me out don't bother me at all nowadays. And the things that I never thought stressed me out, I will notice are bothering me. And as soon as I notice something is bothering me or doesn't feel right to me, I take steps and specific actions to alleviate the stress associated with that. Maybe I go for a walk. Maybe I just take deep breaths. Maybe I go have a cup of coffee or a glass of water. Maybe I talk to a friend. Maybe I check my mindset. I reevaluate the situation and say, well, really, is it that big a deal, or am I blowing it out of proportion? Am I thinking that opinions and thoughts and beliefs of other people are more important than what I know about this situation? So sometimes we need to ask for and get help in different situations. One of the things I was terrible at prior to 2010, and I'm still pretty bad at it, is asking for help and getting help with certain areas and aspects of my life. But we need to pay attention to all the areas and aspects of our life, right? Not just our business. And it's really easy when we're working on our business or working on our career, and we're always doing it to make our life better, right? Either to make and support our family or people we love and care about, or to make the world a better place. So our reason for doing things and working really hard and striving is always from an intention of good, generally, the people that I work with anyway. But we also need to remember that there's other areas and aspects of our life besides working. Sure, there's spurts of time when we need to devote excess energy and excess time to our business, but it can't be sustained for, decades. And I actually tried to do it for decades and realized that that was a bit too much, because I was ignoring and letting important areas and aspects of my life go by the wayside. My physical well-being, my mental well-being, my spiritual well-being, my emotional well-being, my relationships, all were suffering because of the stress that I let businesses, and maybe that's part of the problem, is we were running multiple businesses, but all high stress, and I was taking on all the high stress components of each and every one of those businesses at the time. And it was, I figured out what my breaking point was, and I learned that lesson. But it's a really, really hard way to learn that lesson, right? I don't think that we need to go to the breaking point before we can learn from other people that there are things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. So remember that we are physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. Usually our business is our contribution. But if our contribution and our finances and our business is taking up all of our energy and all of our time, other areas of our life will suffer. So love to know if you've heard this expression, broken heart. I don't think I've ever met a person that hasn't heard of or know what a broken heart is. And most of us know what a broken heart, literally, when we're sad or disappointed or overwhelmed by events and things that happen, usually relationships, people talk about brokenhearted, but we can be brokenhearted about our businesses. Sometimes we fail in our business. We definitely make mistakes along the way building and supersizing and growing our businesses, but sometimes we have to let go of entire businesses. I have let go of entire businesses before, and it breaks your heart, but letting go of things that aren't right for us right now is what leads us to the things that are perfect for us and what we are perfect for. And that's when we supersize and flourish and grow in our businesses. So curious, what's your experience with broken heart with respect to business? Let's keep it with respect to businesses and business. Usually failures are something that breaks our heart in business. But share something like that in the comments below, or if you've at least heard it or experienced it. I've come to understand that it's more fun to work with people that have actually had challenges and failures in their business than it is people that are new to business and they've just, been going on the upward spiral and they haven't had any big challenges or failures yet, because they're coming. They come for all of us, and it's how we handle those that determine who we are and what we're made of, and if we will supersize and grow our business or not. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another spiritual or spirit-related idiom for the month of April. Have an awesome Monday.